Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are back on GTA Online, and last time I showed you me selling my product out of my drug businesses, and in this one, I'm just going to quickly show you an upgrade that I brought for my cocaine business, and I just wanted to show you how that's going on. Just real quick before we move on to the actual heist, because last time I mentioned that in the next episode we were going to be moving on to the Pacific Standard heist, and that's exactly what we're doing. It's the final heist out of the original 5 that were released in the heists update. Like I think it was about 10 years ago, which is hard to believe. But yeah, this heist was definitely not a cakewalk. Word to Lester. It definitely was not a fucking cakewalk, mate. It was a nightmare, to be honest. But you know, I'll just let you. I'll let you watch how it goes, and I'll narrate over what's going on and just explain what's happening. But yeah, this one was just a nightmare from the setups to the actual heist finale. It was just a big ball ache, and it took us weeks to do this. I think, not weeks. I wouldn't say weeks. It took us quite a few days to do this because life got in the way and whatnot. And we could just never find a time where we were all free to come online and play. And when we did, we were just having a hard time passing all the setups and the actual heist, man. So, yeah, just enjoy this one, guys.
Well, you all look good, How do I look? Do I look like a model? Like I work at Peckerwood?
You look like a big fat strokey nonce, actually.
Like a regular
Four
dreamboat?
eyes.
Well, whatever. We all love banks, Especially the big ones that take big risks, because they just know that if they went under, we'd all be dead. Too big to fail? Great idea. Let's put it to the test. This is a little something I came up with. I like to call it bank robbing with a social agenda, if you will. It's something I tell myself so I can get some sleep at night. Anyway, those overly leveraged turds at Pacific Standard Bank, they are going to be hit at their flagship branch. How are we going to do that? Well, it's a little complicated, but there are some trucks that I need you to photograph. One of those trucks has a built-in transponder, and we need our transponder to blip out a don't explode signal to the...
Okay, yeah. Shut up, Lester. Anyway, I'll explain what's going on in these setups very briefly to you. Very basic explanation, but pretty much the first setup that you're about to see is one where we had to steal a van, and in the van was something that we needed for the heist. I don't care what, okay? I'm pretty sure that we even managed to mess this setup up, and I don't know how we managed that, because it was quite an easy damn mission, to be honest. It was pretty damn easy, pretty simple. But even the most plain sailing things, we managed to mess up as a heist crew. I don't know how we do it, honestly. We got away. But pretty much, we stole this van piece of piss. It wasn't a hard mission, but I'm sure that someone blew themselves up or something. Like, I don't know what happened, but we failed it. Like, even before we've even got to the hard stuff, we're messing up. And by the way, the outfits that Kai and Kane have on, they're pretty outrageous, to be honest, man. You're gonna see. You think of fucking UPS this? You think of FedEx this? You think a Royal Mail did?
Is the one? Transponder should be back here. Yep. That's the model. When you can, take it to Lester's guy.
Oh, and then there was this awful mission. Oh my god. So on this one, we did it all fine. We had to get our hacker, I believe it was, Harvey Schwartzman. You see him in a couple of the different heists in this game. We had to rescue him off Epstein's Island for some reason. Man's just chilling, thinking he's in fucking Lanzarote. But then, obviously, we go and invade this island full of feds, frying bacon, as we do. This motherfucker gets in the boat. For some reason, he makes Kane the designated driver of this boat, right? Bearing in mind, in the back seat now, we've got myself and Jim, I think, and then Kai. But Jim's throwing fucking bombs, so that's just scary, right? He thinks it's fucking Syria, and I'm just chilling. I'm actually just chilling, like in the back, just vibing. And then Kai, he's just shooting, trying to kill the feds. We get back, and some dumbass messed the mission up, and I can't even remember how. I think someone ran over. I think that was it. I think one of my mates ran each other over, and then we had to go all the way back to the island and do that whole police chase scene again, and get on the boat again. Oh, just, man, we even messed up again. An easy mission, just messed up for no reason.
Well, are you a cop?
I'm not a cop, I'm helping Lester. Have you done it?
What?
Has he done it?
Well, I don't have the Pacific Standard frequency here. I don't have my tools.
Ain't that convenient. I've got some tools. Come on. Lester will meet you back at your place. And don't worry, the transponder will be ready for the job.
Oh, this mission, man. This mission was just fucking terrible, man. Okay, this one was the first one that we just failed endlessly. Okay, so it's simple on paper. You drive the van to a place, you shoot the enemies, you take the black van, you transfer something from the vans into the other van, then the other team drives away with the white van. The person in the black van drives that somewhere else. It's so simple. It's so simple. But for some reason, this mission was just absolute hell on earth, man. Word to Mob Deep. I swear to God. Bro, the amount of times we died just trying to fight these waves of enemies. Like, honestly, like, we had an entire army trying to kill us, and there was barely any cover. Like, it was just dreadful, man. Kai was trying to drive, like, lorries and buses for cover, like it was Call of Duty or something. Like, we were trying all sorts of different tactics in the end. The one that worked was flanking them, and two of us going around the back, and two of them taking them from the front. We're having to DP the motherfuckers. But genuinely, it was just dreadful. This mission, we died that many times, yeah. We were just getting so fed up of it. Like, at first it was funny. It was like, you know, ha ha ha, we could laugh it off. Got him. But after you failed it, like, so many times, it gets to the point where you just sit there in the party on Discord and you say, oh, is anyone else getting a bit fucking tired of this now? Come on, man. Oh, it was dreadful. Absolutely awful. Oh, just failure after failure after failure, man. It's just, like, just look at this, man. In the end, we got that bored of it. The lads were having a tug in the back of the van. Really playing with themselves and sniffing it. Look, look. Anyway. Then the next one was the convoy setup, and this one is undoubtedly the worst one. This one was even worse than the van setup. We failed this an equal amount of times. Genuinely, it was so dross, because there was a savage helicopter coming towards us, and I promise you, these savages, they don't play around, okay? They're called that for a fucking reason, because bro, they've got like an explosive cannon, and because they're AI, they don't miss. And like, the moment it flies towards you, the moment it shoots at you, everyone's dead. Everyone died at the same time once, because it literally, it sprayed its cannon once. We all dropped dead at the exact same moment. It wiped us all out in a second. Like, that's how overpowered these helicopters are. And like, Kai was having to use his Mark II like explosive sniper. But we had to restart the whole thing because Kai ran out of explosive rounds. We failed it that many times. And I think he spent like thousands on bullets just to get past this mission, man. It was outrageous. The amount of times we died to that savage helicopter, or just enemies in general. Things just kept going wrong, man. It's just a difficult mission. What you got to do, you got to take out the helicopter escort, which is like an untamable beast flying at you, right? And then you've got, and it can literally take, it can just eat missiles as well. The thing can literally just eat homing missiles, or they'll miss. So it's just not an ideal situation at all. It can shoot you if you're hiding behind a rock. It can shoot you if you buy a car, especially. The thing will just blow up and you're all dead. Obviously, everything just goes blow wow in this mission. You've got to steal this truck in the middle of a convoy, but there's that many armoured Merryweather guards that just refuse to die after you shoot them like 30 times. They keep getting up. They keep getting up after they've already been shot. So obviously, the amount of bullets we're firing at these people, like the truck that we're trying to steal in the centre, it's just in the middle of the crossfire. It's just getting caught in the crossfire. So it's took that many shots from me trying to shoot enemies. It's smoking by the time I've got in it. And then I'm driving the truck. And we realise that the best thing to do is to not stop. Because if you stop, they keep swarming you anyway. So you might as well just keep it moving. And the lads were in armoured insurgents anyway. So I didn't feel too uncomfortable because I had 2 turrets, I'm pretty sure, or at least 1 turret. Yeah, actually, 1 turret because James was throwing bombs. Either way, he was in an armoured car, so he was safe. The other lads were safe. It was only me that was vulnerable, but like, I was being protected, so I didn't feel too, like, in danger. But at the same time, I really felt in danger when I had more savages flying towards me and more, you know, endless amount of trucks coming at me, jeeps, you know, people shooting at me on the ground. It just wasn't an idealistic situation, but we managed to escape Merryweather by the grace of God. I don't know how the hell we managed to do it, but we did. We managed to get past this eventually. Oh God, I was so relieved to have this one finished, because I'm not even going to show you the failures for this one because there's just so many. It was unbelievable, man, honestly. And then moving on to the bike setup.
You got him? Looking good. I'll ditch the truck, you hold on to those.
Now bikes, again, it was a simple thing, but we died a few times on this one as well for some reason. My aim was quite atrocious, but that one was a simple mission. We just had to go to a Lost MC clubhouse, shoot the bikers, take their bikes. It doesn't get any more simple than that, quite simply put.